Hey everybody, welcome back to the light just died on me. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video where I just kind of sit here and talk about random things, just random topics. So as you've probably already gathered by the title, and if you remember the video from last week, if you watched that, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm talking about concerts this week. As I mentioned last video, I went to a concert this past Saturday, and it was a pretty fun experience. I mentioned that I was gonna try to film a lot of it, and I was just gonna make a video out of it, and I did get footage, but looking over it, I didn't get enough to make like a proper sort of vlog. So I'm gonna show it to you in this video, just a couple of my highlights from the concert right about now. So there's the video. That's everything I did. That's a lot of the stuff I captured, a lot of the pictures and videos and whatever. Actually, there weren't pictures in there, were there? Let me show you some of those that I got right now as well. They're just gonna flash across the screen pretty fast right about now. I don't know how tough that's gonna be to edit, but there you go. There are all the pictures. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope it was worth all of the editing I probably had to do for that. It was a really fun time. I had a lot of fun. I'm about to burp. I had a lot of fun while I was there. It was my probably like third or so time in New York, and it's always fun going back there. I always enjoy going to New York and just going into the city and whatever. Anamanaguchi is one of the first bands that I ever really started listening to. So, you know, when they announced a tour and I knew like this time around that I could go, I had to go. I'm glad I went. I'm not a huge concert person by any means. I've never been to like any stadium concerts. Something about those always put me off a little bit, just the amount of people that they hold. I've only ever been to smaller venues. The last concert I was at before that was a couple of years ago. So I'm not a huge concert goer by any means, but it was a lot of fun and I'm glad I went, and I do want to maybe go to more shows, and that's kind of gonna lead into the next sort of topic that I'm gonna try to tie this video under, which is really just about kind of pushing yourself to do more things. I don't want to say pushing yourself as in like pushing yourself too far, you know, or forcing yourself to do things that you're not really super excited about. But for me personally, there were a couple of times where I wanted to go to concerts, and a couple of times I even had tickets to go to some. And I just got really just kind of anxious about it, overthinking it, just thinking about like the crowd. It's something that I get into my head about sometimes. I'm fine with like conventions. I've gone to too many games. If you follow my other YouTube channel, a couple of times, I think this past year would have been my, I gotta do quick math in my head, hold on, I'm smart, I promise. This past year would have been my 6th year there, and I'm usually fine there. It's just like concerts and stuff, and as I mentioned, I don't really do these big stadium ones. When I was going to the Anamanaguchi show Saturday, I was a little kind of put off. I mentioned that I was already there like half a year ago already to see OK Go. And that one, I really didn't let myself overthink. OK Go was like the first non-chiptune band I started listening to, so I didn't really let myself overthink things. I just kind of went. So this past one, I was kind of thinking about it a little more, because I was like, you know, I already saw my favorite band. Do I want to go? I was feeling a little nervous, and I wound up pushing myself, and I'm glad that I did, because I had a ton of fun. As you could see from all those photos. My camera's about to die, hold on. So anyway, I'm gonna make this really quick because I don't want my camera to die. But anyway, yeah, so I kind of pushed myself to go. And as I said, I had a ton of fun. It was a lot of fun. And even today, it's been, today's Thursday, so it's almost been a week. And I'm still thinking about it. And I'm like, man, you know, I wish that I was there again. It was a ton of fun. It was a really fun show. They put on a great show, side note. Now I'm thinking that the next thing I want to try to do is maybe like a stadium event. Because another band of mine that I really like listening to, Gorillaz, I'm assuming is going to be touring again soon. So they do stadium events. So I really would love to see them, because that would be like the big three for me personally, and that would be sort of a big accomplishment also, because I've never been to like a big stadium event. I find a lot of the time when I'm a little on the edge about something and I know like in my heart it's something I want to do and I just kind of push through it, I always have fun. So, you know, that's kind of just the whole topic of this video, just kind of pushing past those initial worries and just having a good time. If anybody watching this, you know, you got a story of something that you maybe wanted to do, that you pushed through and you had a good time. Like, what's something that you kind of pushed yourself to do that you really are glad you did? For me, I guess it would be these past 2 concerts I went to, and hopefully soon, maybe within the next year, a Gorillaz concert. That's all I got to talk about for today. Again, my camera's dying. I really don't know how much battery I have left in it, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So, you know, thanks for watching. Oh, and I almost forgot to do the thing where I could do the end card, so we're gonna clap the thing right now. See y'all next week. Bye. That was... I think that was good, except for the one joke. Hope my camera doesn't die within the next 20 seconds. Still need to get a new light for over here, actually. And a new light for over here. Because I can't control the temperature of the one in front of me. If you want to watch last week's video, I don't know if I can actually do it yet on YouTube. I don't know if I have end card permissions yet, because this is a secondary channel. If they're there, click here, or somewhere for last week's video. You can click it whenever you want. Click it whenever you want. This is a joke that's been done into the ground, probably, on this platform. But, you know, I'm doing it anyway.